Looking to crack some Daedric skulls? I've got what you need. Yes, he actually visited a few times in the months before he died. Always came into town dirty and smelling like boots after a hard march. Never asked why. Didn't seem like a thing he was likely to tell me. Go carefully, comrade. Uncertain times in Tamriel. Only thing you can be sure of is a good weapon.
Welcome to the hall, comrade. I bet you've got some good tales to tell of our war on the Anchors. Sure, of course. Had me set out some supplies for him a few times. He said he was going out to Ragnthar, that weird old Dwemer ruin. I kept telling him the mages had already emptied it out, but he kept telling me he needed to go. Oh, studying it and such. Ragnthar is weird. Unique, I guess you'd say. See, nobody really knows where it is. Physically, that is. It has an entrance near here, right? But the mages say stepping through the door is some kind of, temporospatial claudication. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, it means the ruins inside are all scooped out of time and space. There are entrances to the place all over Tamriel, but nobody knows where it really is. He said he was meeting someone, that he had to meet with them somewhere safe, that what they were talking about was very important. Guess that's why Jofnir went to the trouble of going to that weird old place.
Nice to see you, comrade. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that. Sure, I remember him here, but not his business. I think he spoke with Akita a few times. I wish he was still around. Be interested to hear what he thinks of this contract, knowing the council's all torn up about it. Oh, you know. The Guild has always been about our short, simple contracts. One and done was the mantra a lot of the lads used. Now this long-term thing with the anchors? The coin's good, but it's a big change. Not everyone likes it, that's all.
Welcome. This one is anxious to get moving. Aelif will lead the way to Ragnthar if you're ready. Here we go. Try to keep up, yes? Follow, comrade. This one cannot wait to taste the air in Ragnthar. Jofnir visits a remote Dwemer ruin just before his death. No coincidence. And now the guild openly opposes a Daedric prince. Risky, risky. To throw the guild against such power, foolish. This one remembers when we fought goblins, bandits. Small contracts, one and done, yes? Almost there. Be on your guard. And here we are, Ragnthar. Welcome to Ragnthar. The barrier here is a relic of its builders. They did something very strange to this place. Ragnthar is twisted out of space. This entrance here will allow us in. But it is not really here, if that makes sense. Lucky for us, Aelif came prepared. She can bring the door into focus. Let us inside. In her travels, Aelif has learned little tricks and techniques. She has fought mages, Daedra, the undead, even werewolves. You don't hunt monsters as long as she has without learning a thing or two. This one will just be a moment. The sound of gears. Watch yourself. An impressive tactic. Are you well, comrade? Did it harm you? A protective barrier. With something inside, Aelif can sense a great power here. Formidable. But this one knows a spell to negate it. Not without your assistance. Aelif will subdue the crystals. You must destroy them. Your window will be short. The spell is taxing, and Aelif can only maintain it for so long. Be quick. Prepare yourself. Move your paws quickly. Now, destroy the crystals. Good. Now to examine the body. That did not sound good. It is a trap.
Want to die?
An Auroran here.
Look at you! Pretty impressive.
Aelif is pleased to have you at her side. They are called Aurorans, a strange type of Daedra, I think. Aelif has only faced them once before. If she recalls correctly, they choose their allegiances carefully. Very curious that we would face them here. Let Aelif see. This is Jofnir's. His body here, but why? He was to be interred near his home in Eastmarch. Keeping us out, yes. But perhaps also keeping him in. Aelif has tried to have Jofnir summoned from Aetherius, and it has never worked. Perhaps now, Aelif has an idea. Perhaps with the barrier down, we speak to him directly. This one knows how to reach out. Aelif can draw him to this place, so close to his body. What do you say? Are you ready to get some answers? You have seen the spirit of Jofnir, but always just for a moment. This one believes we can summon him, speak to him, learn who murdered him. Aelif told you she has power. Magical gifts, connections to lands beyond. She will use them to draw the spirit to this place. Then we shall see, yes? We begin. Aelif will start the ritual.
Who summons me?
Hush, spirit. Aelif will ask the question.
What do you wish to know? I will tell you what I can.
Aelif demands the name of your murderer. Who killed you, Jofnir?
It was the Argonian. My subordinate sees all colors.
This one knew it would be so. Begone, spirit. Aelif is done with you.
I have done as you asked. Release me to walk in Sovngarde.
Go. Aelif will call for you again, soon. Sovngarde indeed. You heard the Guildmaster. Sees all colors. She murdered Jofnir. Perhaps for you, this one has suspected all along. The lizard was the one to become Guildmaster. The lizard was the one who set us on this crusade. Aelif smelled something foul on the wind. Find Merrick and the Council. They are probably still in their mood at Volkwassen. They need to know about this, and they will heed your word. Aelif shall remain and search for more clues.
What news do you have? What news do you have? I didn't even want to let myself think it. When she disappeared after your visit to the Aelid ruin. What is your proof, my friend? The Council will need solid evidence. Aelif did what? Stendar's breath, that's disgusting. I'll have to talk to her when she returns. But I suppose it did answer our concerns. Oblivion take lizards and cats both. sees all colors will be found and thrown in a cell. Stay in touch, comrade. We will need you when the time comes. Until then.
Unbelievable. To think, Raziem was recruited into the guild by Colors herself. To sit here, hear what has been said.
My homeland ablaze and the guild split asunder. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I bet things are gonna get really interesting round here.
This is not good news.
Were it solely up to me, I'd have her head on a pike.
Comrade, a word. I have an urgent message for you. Aelif needs to speak to you immediately. I don't know what happened. She looks grim, so it can't have been good. You should find her as soon as possible. She's waiting for you at the Rollcar Guildhall in Reaper's March. Good luck, comrade. Not as far as I know. Every member of the guild received instructions to detain her if she's sighted. I still can't believe she killed Guildmaster Iceblade. Tribunal, protect us.
Shalador found you. Excellent. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The Chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles. I'm worried that... I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away, if you'll allow me. Ugh, Zoxus, give me strength. I'm all right, Adept. I just didn't realize how tired I am. Let me answer your question with one of my own. Do you know of dementia and mania? The Shivering Isles, the Oblivion Realm you've been exploring on Sheogorath's mad errands, is primarily divided into two spheres. In Mania, the colors are brighter than bright. Beautiful flowers bloom and creatures skitter through the underbrush. Dementia has dark shadows, overcast skies, and snarling beasts. Dark stone and rattling chains. That's why I'm so tired, Adept. Last night, my dreams were of Dementia and the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Uncle Robier's vegetable garden was surprisingly calming. But read into the subtext and things quickly become dark. It's the tale of a plantation. The book describes a well-appointed guest house, a beautiful maze where you can while away the afternoon, and a sprawling manse with rooms upon rooms. Make of that what you will. Auriel make me truthful, I think so. Sheogorath speaks madness and breathes insanity, but when a Daedric prince strikes a deal, they tend to keep their word. Well, think about it. He didn't have to give you any of the books if he didn't want to. If he's gone this far with his little game, why would he stop now?
Good. You've arrived. Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt. I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final tome, though, so we have to assume he has something truly perverse waiting in the wings. Certainly Velost has suffered enough. Yes, it is as I said. She has worked herself night and day, and Sheogorath's dark intellect is focused through those tomes. They are like a stain on her mind. I think we have to... Wait, do you feel that?
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests at the Chateau. We have standards, you know.
Damn you, mad god!
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go! Ha! Just the two of us. Now we can talk in peace. Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you. The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of severed limbs. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation. Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two, certainly. Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off? Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals. My advice? Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back! And remember, try to relax.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Shally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that thinks you're funny, mad god.
Is someone out there? I can hear you moving. No, not at all. There are things skittering around in here. Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind a door. You can't look into my eyes and know that my mind is my own. You can't see the intensity of my truth.
I can hear someone out there. Hello? Yes. Wait, no! Is the Master playing his games again? Wait, I mean scenarios. I do enjoy his scenarios. They taste so yellow. Yes, yes! Evict me! Open the door right now! or I'll peel off your face and wear it like a mask! I'll claw through this wood and tear out your succulent throat with my teeth!
Hello? Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago. Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look! Are you room service or not? What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned, and every coin your sons will ever earn. Fine then. My advocate will be I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it! It's been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation. When he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally regurgitating them. Nasty habit. Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze at the Chateau. You simply must see it. Why do I need a reason for everything? Mortals, mortals, mortals! Always needing a reason to do things! For example, people like to think light chases away the shadows. I prefer to think that without a few lights, there'd be no shadows to enjoy! Oh, jolly good, you're getting it! I knew if we spent enough time together, you'd start to think like me. I have that effect on people. It's a bit too dark, actually. Why don't you light a few braziers as you go? Improve the ambience. Mind what bumps in the night now.
You've faced darkness before, Adept. Remember your training.
No cheating, Shalador! Don't ruin this for me!
Only 2 more to go. This trial is child's play.
I'm gonna bind you to haunt a little old lady in Wayrest! Does that sound fun, Shally?
I've been waiting to try this spell out.
What did you think? What was your favorite part? No, don't answer that. I can see by the look on your face how happy you are. Such confidence! Braggadocio! Gumption! I like that. The last place I'd like you to visit is our humble little manse, just behind me. I want you to meet the family! So many fond memories. There was that one time with the scalpel. And all of our family dinners. Ha! And of course, you get to play with the family heirlooms. Aye, we have an old rhyme about him. 4 lights in a row, poke one to make it glow. No, that's wrong. Maybe it was 4 lights in a trough, poke one to turn it off. Huh. Well, something like that. Remember, vacations are about enjoying the little moments.
Those poor souls. Sheogorath's family.
How do you keep getting back in here? I blame Haskell.
Apparently not everything is under your control.
Not yet, anyway.
It never stops.
Beautiful, aren't they? Isn't it beautiful? The most beautiful part of the chateau. You can see why I've held on to the place all these years. Now, just hold on there. Haven't you been wondering why it's called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent? Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more member of my family. Let me tell you the story of old Uncle Leo. Ah, a mortal after me own heart. Well, Uncle Leo was quite the ladies' man back in the day. He had a beauty in every town, from Windhelm to Stormhold. As the years went by and his looks began to fade, it got harder and harder to, you know. Right. Well, not getting the attention of the ladies the way he used to, it started to drive Leo a little bit batty. And that's when I stepped in. can't have someone as well loved as Leo all lonely, right? So, I offered him a little deal. I gave him back his looks, his youth. All he had to do was promise never to bed a maiden more than once. Simple, really. And he took the deal with gusto. Then, a few years later, he meets me all. Cheese for the smart skeever! Leo couldn't resist her. Thought he'd have an out on our deal if they got married. Nope. His flesh melted like wax on his wedding night. Became an atronach of my very own. Now, all his girlfriends are rats! Too much, I'm afraid. To be honest, it's become an embarrassment to the family. So, as the final act of a courteous guest, go kill Uncle Leo, will you? Give the old lug my love before you rip his skull open, will you? The family would be so proud, if you hadn't already murdered most of them. Always sad to see a good man die. Leo's death just now, hilarious! I should make you fight narwhals on the open ocean! I should make you run a gauntlet of angry Argonian concubines! But I won't. Book's yours. Yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new book. Of course, Velast has been the one doing all the reading, right? Send her my best. And tell her to read real close on this last one. Give Velast my best.
Cities can be just as fickle as people, but just as beautiful too.
You've returned. Do you have the book? You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set, and we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round. Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. I'm just feeling a little weary This business with the books you've been collecting, it's taken a lot out of me. These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenues. He's laden these things with oblique references that only someone with my mastery of law would be able to understand. It's very tiring. Like I said, just a little weary. Don't worry, Adept. I'm up to the challenge. I'm one of only a handful of people in the whole of Tamriel that could have puzzled these out, in fact. We'll see it done.
Buying, selling, trading. Only the